Shocking unsolved crime number 7 is the Anthrax Murders of 2001. The terrorist attacks of September 11th were a turning point in American history. The methods were brazen. The targets were clear.
There was fear, paranoia, suspicion. Everybody was on edge.
Just 8 days later, America was attacked again. This time, the weapon was nearly invisible.
This was a different type of attack, a biological attack, and people were dying.
On September 19th, tabloid photo editor Bob Stevens opened an envelope in his office in Boca Raton, Florida. A fine white powder spilled out. Stevens soon came down with flu-like symptoms.
The Centers for Disease Control has just confirmed the diagnosis of anthrax in a patient in the Florida hospital.
By October 5th, he was dead.
Anthrax is a very virulent bacillus, bacteria. It produces hemorrhages in internal organs and tissues. It damages the structures and the functions of those tissues.
Authorities from the FBI and the Center for Disease Control quarantined Smith's office and tested his staff. The results confirmed their worst fears. But the biological attack was just beginning.
What was so scary about the anthrax case is that who was being targeted? They were targeting senators. They were targeting major media players. They were putting this deathly poison where it could do the most damage.
Tom Brokaw's assistant developed skin anthrax. So did Dan Rather's. Both infections were linked to letters the employees handled.
The anthrax that was used in those letters were a cutaneous form of anthrax, which means that it affects primarily the skin and causes lesions.
2 New Jersey post office workers died of pulmonary anthrax in late October. 2 more women died of pulmonary anthrax in November, bringing the death toll to 5. Panicked people swamped police switchboards with calls.
Is my mail safe? Do I need to wear plastic gloves when I get my mail?
By the first week of November, nearly 20,000 people were taking antibiotics at the government's urging.
Ciprofloxacin is the treatment that you get for anthrax exposure. Of all the different types of antibiotics that you could give someone for this, Cipro seems to be the most effective.
The demand for the drug was so high that local pharmacies ran out. Then, just as quickly as the letters arrived, they stopped.
22 people in total were exposed to anthrax, and of those, 5 actually died.
I believe it was a coordinated attack. I believe that it's the type of attack that we must prepare for to happen again.
The FBI launched one of the largest investigations in history. Thousands of leads were generated.
The problem is those leads led to nowhere.
Since the attacks, the FBI has interviewed more than 5,000 people and served some 4,000 subpoenas in the case without making a single arrest. Then in August 2008, media reports revealed the FBI's main suspect was found dead on July 29th, an apparent suicide. Bruce E. Ivins was a top researcher in anthrax vaccines at a government-run bioweapons laboratory. According to news reports, prosecutors informed Ivins before his death that they planned to file charges against him in connection with the anthrax mailings. Ivins' attorney insisted the scientist was innocent.
Even though we all think we live in a CSI era where the FBI can always figure out